sushi bar. Another glass and I am going places. Makes me laugh about the irony of everything. I like the way you're thinking. I don't really
Oh hey, it's Wes, and today we're taking a look at a cute little lens from Yongnuo. It is their crop sensor 50 1.8 for E-mount. Starting with, as always, the build quality. When last we checked out Yongnuo, we were looking at their 85 1.8. And these lenses, build quality wise, couldn't be more different. This is an all metal design. This one is our plastic fantastic. Now unfortunately this is a crop sensor lens. This bayonet I think is aluminum, feels very light. Everything here feels very plasticky. We have a USB-C port on the side here. It is not weather sealed at all. Very light in the hand, which is nice. The fit and finish of this lens is, however, quite nice. It doesn't feel shoddy, but it also doesn't feel like much. The lens hood feels quite rigid and locks on pretty well. Looks kind of silly. And it comes with this very minimalist back cap. Very small in the bag. So overall, not shocking, but okay. It's a 6.5 out of 10. It is pretty clear what's going to happen when we get to the value section of this review. Handling and usability. We have no aperture ring, no custom function button, no autofocus manual focus switch. We do have easy firmware updates through the USB-C port. We have the bonus of it being super duper lightweight, very small and compact. So most of our win for this is going to come from the fact that this is a very light, compact, minimalist, easy to use lens. So I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. I really like to give bonus points for having a USB-C port on the lens itself for easy updates, unlike Sony lenses, which are kind of a pain. This one just disappears into your bag on your camera. Very simple and nice. Image quality. Honestly, it is sharper than I expected it to be. I wasn't expecting that much from this tiny little plastic fantastic lens. It doesn't wow, but it does get the job done. Wide open, it's perfectly fine. Stop down, it's even more fine. Chromatic aberration is really surprisingly well controlled. I did not expect it to do that well. And honestly, the color reproduction is very good, not excellent. Flare resistance is much better than I expected it to be. It doesn't wash out super easily, and it doesn't flare that easily either. So I'm going to give this a 7.5 out of 10 for image quality. Very good. Image character. The bokeh is mostly smooth. We have some chromatic aberration ringing. Let's look at our cat's eye bokeh test here. We have some fringing, and it's never really super round except right at the center wide open. And then as soon as we stop it down to 2.8, we see some hard edges. But look how sharp this is now. Stop it down to f4. Again, we just have these little octagons, hexagons, whatever is going on here. So when you stop it down, the backgrounds can get a little bit busy. Wide open though, it looks pretty good. And when you're stopped down, you get all the detail that you need. The image character for this lens, it is a little bit boring. Nothing to write home about, but it's fine. It's a 6.5 out of 10. Focusing performance. I am very surprised, pleasantly surprised. Much like with the Yongnuo 85, and much unlike a lot of third-party lenses, except for Viltrox, the focusing works great edge to edge, the face and eye detect works about as well as on a first-party lens, and it is shockingly fast. It is one of the fastest focusing third-party lenses I have tested. It's up there with things like the 85 and 35 DN art lenses from Sigma that are vastly more expensive and have much more advanced autofocus systems in them. It's not quite as fast as, say, the 35 or 50 G Master lenses, but it is way faster than a lot of Sony's own native lenses, mostly the older ones. And most notably, it is significantly quicker than even the new Yongnuo 85 1.8, which is ostensibly a much nicer lens than this. but it has more glass to move around. It's just a little bit loud, and honestly, this is quite possibly the all-around best focusing third-party lens I have tested. I have to give this a 9 out of 10. That is wild. Well done, Yongnuo. This video is brought to you by me, by my merch store, where you can get awesome shirts like this. Go take some photos. If you're getting a little used to that slogan, we have different colors, different sizes, and some different patterns going on down there, so check it out in the link in the description below. Value, that's where we expect Yongnuo to do well, because that's kind of the name of the game for them. This comes in at $135. To compare, we have the Sony APS-C 51.8, which is a terrible buy. Don't buy that, for $350. There is the Sony full-frame lens, 51.8 Plastic Fantastic, for $250, still like twice as much money. There is the Viltrox 50 right here for $373. It is bigger, it is full frame, it costs more, it is not any sharper. Actually, it's probably less sharp than this lens, to be perfectly honest. And there is a Yongnuo full frame lens, 51.8 for $320. That is too much. You can't be charging more than the Sony's cheap lens. That doesn't make any sense. So this is easy, super easy. I would give it more than 10 if I could. It is a 10 out of 10 for value, which gives us a total score of 79.2%. Which puts us 2/3 of the way up our scoring chart and is the number 5 APS-C lens we have ever tested. If you're looking for a low-cost 50mm lens for your APS-C camera, this is an easy buy, unless you need something with weather sealing, something that is more durable. This is obviously something that is designed just to meet a very low price point, but they do that and they do it well, because you're not giving up that much getting this lens. If this lens fits the bill for you, there's a link down in the description below, and you can help support this channel and feed my fat cats. If you want to see more and higher quality image samples from this lens, there's a link in the description below to my website where you can pixel peep to your heart's content. So until next time, let's keep it light and go take some photos.